Hello everyone, I am back with a new video, and this reading will be about what will happen to Najib and Rosmah now that they are being inquisited by the ruling government for their past deeds. Let me give you a quick run through. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. The Hanged Man is the card of being happy in your current position, in your stagnancy. When it is in reverse, it means that you are in a current situation where your current position is being shaken and stirred. And I think this fits Najib and Rosmah's current situation very well, because everything that is familiar and known to them is now, well, is being questioned. Underneath that, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is the card of deceit, loss, desolation, and degradation, which fits very fittingly with the Hanged Man, because everything that Najib and Rosmah has known have now resulted in a situation where they are facing loss from all sides. Najib has recently resigned from being the UMNO and BN president or something like that. He tried to flee the country with his wife in the guise of a holiday, but quick thinking Malaysian officials have immediately put a stop on his passport, which is very efficient of them, and we are all very grateful. The last thing we want is for criminals to escape what they have done and not pay what they are due. And then we have the Sun card. The Sun card is the ultimate card of accomplishment and happiness. And this does not apply to Najib and Rosmah. This applies to the people, because when I pulled out this card and I shuffled out this card, I heard the word retribution, and retribution is definitely for the people. We are gonna get what we are due, what has been owed to us for a long time. This is definitely for us. Retribution. Two of Batons. Now you see, the Two of Batons here is related to the Magician here, which we had in the first reading where I did for the 9th of May. I will come back to this later. We have the Queen of Wands, and right underneath her is the Five of Coins. Five of Coins is reaping what you sow, and the Queen of Wands is somebody who is... The Queen of Wands is a fiery character who insists on doing what is right. And when I was shuffling this card, the Queen of Wands, I saw a face and I saw a name. I know who this card represents, and this card was drawn because she is going to be somebody who's going to bring about some great and excellent change in the new government. I think that she will definitely be somebody very useful for the country. She will be a pivotal figure in making the country a better place. Right underneath is the Five of Coins, and this applies to Najib and Rosmah, where they had all this money and they were entrusted with all this money, but instead of making it into something more bountiful, they left the farmlands desolate and barren. But they could have easily taken all that money that was entrusted to them and give it to the people, but that didn't happen. So there you go. And for that, they are paying the price. Five of Swords and the reversed Hanged Man. Ace of Swords, and right underneath is the Magician. Okay, let me talk about the Ace of Swords first. Ace of Swords is the beginning of a new project, and the way I see it, now that the King of Wands, if you read my previous tarot reading, my previous video, the King of Wands is a man whose leadership quality is respected by many, and you know who he is. We all know who he is, and this is definitely him. Ace of Swords. because ever since Najib's absolute defeat in the recent general election, many things are set in motion for him. A lot of things are happening to him, mostly in the sense that he's being held accountable for everything that he and his cronies have done. Okay, the Magician. I'm going to come back to the Magician and talk about the Two of Paintings. Now you see, they have been in power for a long time, and I think despite their assumed docile nature that they are exhibiting right now, I believe they have something up their sleeve, especially his woman. I think they are cooking up something beneath that calm and docile facade. She has been missing from the scene for some time now. Usually she'll be in the front line ahead of him. But the Two of Paintings and the Magician gives me it's telling me that something is brewing, and we should all keep an eye out on it. Hierophant. And the Ace of Cups is above the Hierophant. Now you see, the Ace of Cups, it is a card of emotional, it's a card of emotion. This is going to be an emotional journey for Najib and Rosmah, because with the Hierophant underneath the Ace of Cups, this means that everything that they had believed in, everything they had held dear to their heart, everything they had held, everything they had, their faith basically, everything that they had held on so long, what they have believed and what they had come to believe, is going to be challenged. And they are going to be overwhelmed by this, and I don't know if they're going to be able to cope with it. We also had the Death card, well, in my video for the 9th of May. And I want to stress again that in tarot readings, Death card, death does not mean literal death. It means positive transformation. Something old is dying to make way for something new, which is why he's holding the Sand of Time and the Rose, and the sun is illuminating behind death. Something old is dying to make way for something new. And with the Star card reversed, I think this is him. His life gonna be so completely upside down that it's gonna feel like a rebirth to him. I don't know whether it means that he's gonna be a new person, or he's gonna be a better person, but the Star card, when in upright position, means rejuvenation and hope. In the reverse position, it simply means loss of rejuvenation and hope. So when he had lost in the recent general election, everything that he had hoped would happen died with him, and died with it, because the people have spoken. So the Death card and the Star card in reverse is actually a pretty fitting outcome. We have the Queen of Cups here now. Again, very much like the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups here is a woman who is very sincere in helping others. She will be a mother figure to all of us. I don't know who is this Queen of Cups. Might be our DPM, might be another prominent female figure. I cannot put into finger who she will be, but I get the feeling that very much like the Queen of Wands, who is a fire energy, the Queen of Cups, which is a soft water energy, would be another female figure. Very much important, who play a very important role in the rejuvenation of our country. And I think she has some relation to the King of Wands. She is connected to the King of Wands. So I'm just thinking, maybe this is a situation where There will be a team of capable men and women building the country together for much needed rejuvenation of Malaysia. I thank you all for watching this video, and please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.